Alright, the 2 rest days are complete and we are ready now for some work again, finally. Definitely some restlessness kicking in. Bit of fresh snow coming, but so today we're looking at, it's Wednesday morning. I'm feeling very good. I definitely can say already the back-to-back rest days were definitely this my choice, because after the first day, the afternoon, it's kind of, you're getting a bit cranky, a bit restless, so it's kind of the fatigue is starting to actually come out only. And then we got the whole Tuesday still uninterrupted rest, so it's really good. So today we're looking at a 3K swim with some sprints, but general easy, a 15K easy run, because this week we're still aiming for the 80K run week, although we had 2 rest days, but all very easy, except the long run that's going to be aerobic on a Saturday this time, on purpose 1 day earlier, so you have more space between the harder run on Tuesday. This is now the easy week possible. In a normal week it's not possible because of intensity on that 1 day, the way the week is structured. So and after the 50K easy run, it's 1 hour easy ride. So aerobic, really just easy, I don't know, 220 watts, it's not relevant. Some aerobic load. And the plan of volume for the week is on 16 hours after the 2 rest days. I always aim around 10 hours less from the normal load week, somewhere in that range, depending how it all fits together. And then, then we should be good to go for some load. So let's get into that. Now I'm gonna have my breakfast, which is the same as always. 2 toasts with peanut butter, banana on top. I really like that combo between sweet and salty. Obviously, if you have fats and carbs. Also toast-wise, I don't use white toast or anything. I have like a oat toast. I feel that's a big Finnish thing anyway. So it's kaura, it's called oats, made from oats. Because I feel really good with it. I feel it's really light to digest and still high quality nutrition, right? And next to that, again, 1 cooked egg. That's the breakfast before the swim. And I'll also make the shake today for afterwards with Umara protein pulver and all that type of stuff. But I'll do that afterwards. Let's first get the breakfast in, and obviously 2 coffees for sure. One thing before this swim I thought we could do is actually go quickly through my swim tools, because as I said, I've had a long journey with swimming, did a lot of things, all kinds of toasts. They're already waiting for me, so you gotta make it quick. The tools that I think help the most, coming from a non-swimmer background to a swimmer background, from all the tools that are out there, which are a lot. Before the swim even starts, you need 1 of those to open the shoulders, warm up everything. I made a video for my members there in detail, but more important this actually is the hips. So for triathletes especially, you need to open your quads and hip flexors. Number 1 priority, I believe, for your swimming before you enter the pool. Otherwise your alignment is always, a bit crooked. Number 1 tip, before you even get out of the water, always stretch quads and hip flexors. Get the angle out. And then what else we got here? From all the tools, you have the classic pedals, pull buoy. There are different pull buoys as well. I always fill this with water a bit, so I have a bit more drag. But otherwise I like the size of it, because I got with this legs, as you've probably seen. So anyways, for me it's good. So from all these things, if you had to buy anything, which money isn't really the issue with those things, for triathletes that buy wheels for $2,000 plus, so you should actually have all of those. But before touching these, I would definitely first get a snorkel, because the reason is it kind of gives you time to think about your stroke. So you can put this on a lot actually with easy swimming as well. Big fan of the snorkel, because you have time to think about your stroke and don't have to think about breathing and turning the head. And the actual head turning motion is often the one that actually causes a lot of problems from the whole stroke, because you overturn, you lift, you do all kinds of weird stuff. We all do, right? Then we get the fins. Yeah, probably a number two before even those two. Definitely fins. They help to just get a bit of feel for the kick, just to gently learn how to move the kick rhythm, which for us is not natural, right? For our brain as runners and cyclists, it's not natural to have a different arm rhythm compared to the feet. It's very difficult, and I'm learning it right now, to have that your feet, even just from the brain, neuromuscular, do this the whole time, gently, and move your arms. And there's all these theories, a 2-week kick and all these stories. And but to be honest, the main reason why you need to have the kick constantly in motion, there's some propulsion going on for the legs, obviously, especially for us. We have double punishment. We have much heavier legs than swimmers. Swimmers can jump well, but put a swimmer on a bike untrained, it's terrible, no strength, right? So we have heavy legs, right, from running and cycling, so they're going to sink even more. That's muscle is heavy. So for us, kick is if at all even more important than for swimmers. So the reason what it does is, when we learn to kick like that constantly, we're actually learning to fill that gap in the front. So in the front, if you have this, let's say, glide phase and all those things, or like a breathing pause, if you don't have any propulsion, anything with the legs happening, they will immediately sink, and your body will know and kind of auto-correct with either pushing down in front or doing some other weird stuff. Then, quickly to the end, bullwhip pedals, all kinds of different brands, quite big ones by now, I got actually. They don't slow my cadence down too much. They used to, so before I had other brands, smaller ones actually, but now I got more strength, so I can keep the cadence while smashing these bad boys out. And this one actually helps mostly, I learned from my swim coach Aaron, with rotation. So just to be aware of rotation of the hip, that's the main thing you should think about, and long strokes when you do. So when you swim with this pedal stuff. Yeah, I got finger pedals and they are sometimes used, but that's not the main thing. So yeah, hope this helps. Any questions, let me know in the comments. So here we are, 3K session planned. Some of you guys might wonder, and I get the question sometimes, why are you living in Finland as a pro triathlete? That doesn't make sense. And yeah, some was circumstance to begin with, but now, having been here a while, the facilities I have, except obviously for the winter, the biking part, which is the only part, not even biking for physical performance, because on the trainer it's damn right the most efficient for actual training, but the bike handling part, that is the only one. That's why I go early April to Nice to cycle down the mountains to get the bike skills up before the race, because what I did last year, I came straight from here to Oceanside, and it's fine and dandy if you're WhatsApp, but you know, you're going very high speeds in those aero bars and you're not used to it at all if you haven't done it in like 6 months indoor training. So every single ride for me is indoors, which struggled with maybe the first year, but now it's like standard, and I just see the performance. And again, if I was in Spain, I would probably be out 5 times a week. What are the chances for consistency of me crashing when I'm out 5 times a week on the road? So that's another one. But we're heading into the 3K swim. Some drinks, some swims, got some sprints going. Really enjoyable, really look forward to it. But one thing is, I'm obviously after 2 rest day now, I'm ready to run through a damn brick wall, physically and mentally. So it's really important to realize a few things. First, I'm still in my easy week, so everything has to be easy and still recharge is going on. It's not like after 2 days everything is gone, right? So the whole week is intended to be no intensity. So of course in a swim some activations, it doesn't work otherwise, but otherwise not. And even the week 1 of load, as I said, I do a 3-week load rhythm. Week 1 of load, I mean, I really gotta pull back there, because if you go too hot in week 1, oh man, you're gonna pay for that in week 3, big time. So I'm not interested in having a good month of training, not a good week, not a good day. You have to break it down to the daily, into each session to get there. But I'm interested in, hey, how can I train that I'm 300 days straight, 600 days straight, 900 days straight? That's where the real endurance performance gains are, and that requires patience, and that's something I definitely don't naturally have. But now I learned, because I can see what happens when you are patient, and it's absolutely ridiculous. So there's no reason ever to go to 100% effort. Never. So 90%, Eliud Kipchoge said it, never goes harder than 90. And in the race, you know, a 90 is hard plenty. If you do VO2 max efforts and you go to 90 for 5 minutes straight, whew, that's plenty. That's plenty stimulus. You don't need 100. You don't ever need to go there, I believe, unless in racing. Because when you're not toast, not completely gassed yourself on training, you taper well, you're hungry for 100%. You're hungry to go near the cliff and almost jump over. And when do you go there? Not in the beginning of the race. Last 15K, when everybody checked out, everybody that kind of lost the patience is out of it, that's when you go towards the cliff. That's when you push to limits you didn't even dare go to. When you're in the finish line, to be honest, I don't even know how that's gonna work when they stick a microphone in my face. I'm on another planet there. The Matti you're talking to right now is not there. That is long gone by then. The ego is online, and that's a vicious, vicious beast. So I don't know how to switch that quick, but maybe I can fabricate some standard BS to keep the media happy. But again, the ego wants to come out. You can tell I'm fresh, so it is still banned for a good while. For this week, for sure. Let's get in there. All right, we are looking at a 3K swim, some easy warm up. But got my winning cap here on. Finished Professional Triathlon. Sure, it's just a local one, but I wasn't exactly at Olympic champion level when I did it. So a win is a win. You gotta get the winning vibes. So a nice 200 easy, and then we see. Feel like $1,000,000, of course. Gotta definitely slow down today. Now we're looking at a couple of starts. I did some kicks. Insane. This is how the legs feel when you're not glycogen depleted and tired. Insane. Could definitely hit a new kick PB if I wanted to right now. That's not the goal. So 4 times 15 meters deep water start. Let's go. Now some fast ones, 25s, building with fins, with the kick, learning all that. A little bit clumsy, but not too bad. You don't have to worry about filming here because I'm basically part of the inventory. I know everybody, lifeguards and also people swimming here. In my lane, for example, Sirpa, I know her. I got my whole team here, so. All right, we're looking at some drills now. 10 times 50, 25 drill, 25 swim. And after that, it's 1.5K straight. But again, all technique, easy work. Fun stuff. I like it. I love it actually. I ripped my snorkel. It's not very good. Alright, we fixed it. Let's go. all done. Off to the 1500. The cool down then at 3K. Welcome to a foggy day in the Finnish forest. Beautiful though, I really like it. Something else. Today we're running 15K easy and I have zero interest in paying attention in pace or even heart rate. There's only two metrics that make this session a success. And the first one is RPE, so the feeling has to be very, very easy. For the reason that this is the easy week and I don't want to interfere with the healing process, but you still want to get in some training or exercise, let's call this one here. And the value in this session is actually not from, like I said, you ask me, okay Matti, what is the value if you don't look for pace? So you're not in any particular zones, zone 1, yeah, where you're not looking for cardio or respiratory benefit, really, of course always a bit, but so what is it then? So the benefit is 15 kilometers of mileage. So do the math on that for my muscles and tendons, although it feels light, which is again the number one thing. I'm hitting 170 steps a minute and I'm running for, I don't know, 70 minutes or whatever, I don't know. So that is the value of this session here. So, and you can enjoy it in the nice misty mountains, so to say. Had a bit of a lull of energy there in the hills, sliding around there, got a bit tired, but you know, that's okay. It's just an easy run, and in general I think it's always okay to allow that when I'm like that and the mind wants to drift a bit into the negative and like complain or anything. I just try to get it to neutral, you know, just get the work done. You don't have to always be hyped and super positive, but just be neutral, you know, just get yourself to neutral. It's a very good practice to the race, because I mean, we're doing a very challenging sport, and even if you do running 10K, half marathon, whatever, you do it for the challenge and for the moment when the mind wanders. So we all shouldn't be surprised when it comes every now and then. So that's a good practice that I learned, to just return to neutral, you know. Don't let it drift down, get it to neutral. And then one thing we also should work on, I try to work on, is not complaining at all. Never complain, always celebrate the gratitude, you know. Like, my body can run 15K at all. I could be injured, could have a broken leg, whatever. There's a lot of stuff going around with sickness and illness in the world, so never complain. Marcus Aurelius, never complain. So we're almost at the end of the journey here, 14.3K. It's nice to run on the flats actually. Tomorrow I'll go in the flats along the coast. I like the mistiness. Alrighty. Walking the rest. Wow, nice. Work in the back. Okay, we're getting ready for the last session of the day. It's a 1 hour ride, nothing wild, just
some aerobic volume, but nothing mad at all. So 220 watts, 240, something like that. Not under 220 for sure. But yeah, should be an taxation, anything like that. What I do feel is that I need some high caloric dinner. Some high quality caloric dinner. So not junk food or anything, but like for sure something with calories. So maybe self-made pizza or yeah, something in that realm. Yeah, I feel like my body needs it because last thing is you want to be too thin and fragile or anything like that. That's not at all what you want. So now's the time to recharge the batteries physically, mentally, and that will be it for today's session. Tomorrow's plan, in a second we can check. The whole week is made. Of course, always. I can adjust this week if I wanted to, but it's based on a similar outlet from the last week. So we got a 4.5k swim tomorrow, then a 12k run with hill strides, easy run again, and then afternoon gym with Petri. Hit some weights. I haven't done gym this week. Just one gym session this week, normally two. Yeah, that will be tomorrow. See you then.